Welcome guys to today's video. There is another video that resurfaced and before then we're gonna state these few things: that the fire outbreak is not a conspiracy theory, it is not a climate change or whatever. These were real fire, and we can confirm this from other man of government Dr. Chris If you didn't watch yesterday's video, I want you to go back and watch the previous video I posted on this channel. Alright, let's hear from a man of God once again so that you confirm this.
It's no conspiracy theory. It's real. Recently, the Holy Spirit began to tell me about a certain plan. There's an evil plan to destroy a major city. I'm not going to mention the city because I don't want anybody panicking. Devastation. The plan is to destroy so many with floods and fire. And with those kinds of fires, the place is left so devastated, you don't find the frames of the buildings there. That's more like natural fire.
So the case of you have heard that, and in the case of Elon Musk being accused for spreading lies concerning the early fire outbreak in California, that there was not enough water. The people refused to fill out the reservoirs which contains water that they use in early California, and this happens a month before this fire outbreak. But then there's a reason why I'm bringing up this video. I just want us to know that this is not a conspiracy theory, or this is not anything like climate change. So these were real fires that was being planned. All right, this was being planned, and you see it. And I'll post the video at the end of this video after we listen to the lies and the accusation that they accuse Elon Musk. And then after, you're going to watch a video by the man of God, Prophet Uebert. And then I'm going to show you a video that these guys, they really mean this thing. So it's not a climate change. All right, it's not a conspiracy theory. These things were being well organized and planned. So watch this video. I'll be right back. If you're just coming to my channel, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell, so anytime we post amazing videos like this, you get notified. Watch this. I'll be right back.
But we begin tonight with the fires and the lies about the fires. Now, it is particularly nasty work to use a massive human tragedy to advance your own greed. But leave it to the billionaire right in America to do just that, with the multiple infernos still engulfing Southern California, which have killed at least 24 people and swept through 40,000 acres in the greater Los Angeles area, destroying entire communities and more than 12,000 structures. The risk is far from over. Santa Ana winds are set to cause critical fire conditions over the next 3 days as the region continues to battle historic and deadly blazes. The suffering, the tremendous loss and fear, and the seeming inability of humans to control the infernos ravaging one of America's most iconic cities and iconic counties is the story here. But instead, the people of Los Angeles are fighting not just a fire, but also the lies about the fires. The lies spread not just by the incoming nominal president, but also by his boss, Shadow President Elon Musk, who tried and failed over the weekend to get a fire official to backstop his lies about the lack of available water.
In Malibu along the coast, there was no shortage of water. In the Palisades, there was a shortage of water at a certain point. Or is that not accurate?
Well, we were flowing just an amount of water that the system couldn't that we're just buried, just because of how much water these firefighters were utilizing.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right. Thanks, guys.
California Governor Gavin Newsom posted the weird live stream saying Musk was exposed by firefighters for his own lies. The governor also accused the world's richest billionaire of encouraging looting during these wildfires after Musk said Newsom has decriminalized looting in his state, which is also a lie. And speaking of billionaires who lie, you also have the real estate mogul and failed candidate for Los Angeles Mayor Richard Caruso, who, along with has-been actor James Woods, has been spreading harmful lies about Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass since the fires began. Here is Woods with Black Santa truther Megyn Kelly.
Here's what happened in our neighborhood. All the houses were on fire on our street. The fire trucks got up there, but there was no water because Karen Bass didn't fill the reservoirs. So all the fire reservoirs were not, so the fire trucks are there, they couldn't pump water.
None of that is true. And of course, there's more from Megyn Kelly, who seems to be sometimes the world's angriest multimillionaire, as well as Fox, where right-wing billionaire Rupert Murdoch's puppets like Jesse Waters have blamed everything from DEI and the mayor being black and the LA fire chief being a lesbian to, and I am not joking here, the indigenous for the fires.
California can't get enough water to fight fires because of a stupid fish. Gavin's literally tearing down Western civilization for fish and Indians. Nothing against the Indians. I love the Indians. But really?
It turns out that in recent years, LA's fire chief has made not filling the fire hydrants top priority, but diversity.
This right here, ladies and gentlemen, this is the leadership of the LA Fire Department. I sure hope they know what they're doing.
Oh, the arrogance of the colonizer's spirit. Of course, none of these people have bothered to thank our neighbors in Mexico and Canada for sending firefighters to face the flames and planes to brave the hurricane-force Santa Ana winds to drop water on the blazes. And God forbid they acknowledge that whatever the initial cause of the fires, they were exacerbated by climate change, which has led to rising temperatures, longer fire seasons, and heightened drought conditions. Although, you know who does acknowledge climate change? The insurance companies that have been canceling policies in California due to the risk of climate change. And the people losing the most in Los Angeles County aren't the rich, faded celebrities like Mr. Woods who can afford to rebuild and to move into one of their other homes while they wait. It's the middle-class homeowners in places like Altadena, where an historic and stable black neighborhood has been all but wiped off the map and ignored by much of the press, while the vulture capitalists are already circling, hoping to snap up the burned up properties for pennies on the dollar so they can hedge fund them into yet another batch of billionaire-owned overpriced rentals. But the worst part, other than the fires themselves, has been the lies. Though if there is one thing the billionaire right is, they are consistent. They want California, America's biggest state economy, because if they can take California and retrofit it with their ugly right-wing policies, the way they've ruined Florida and Texas and every other red state where poverty rates are high and education is warped and non-white immigrants, pregnant women, victimized girls, and LGBTQ folks live in fear, then the fight for permanent control of America is basically over. They can drill and frack California till the fires this past week pale in comparison. They can rip out all the forests and hand over the land to developers, Florida style. They can drive out the brown people and the black and Asian people, or just sink them into the same apartheid they've created in Texas. And they will control enough electoral votes if they control California to never have to worry about another presidential election. The billionaire right knows that they cannot take California.
All right, I think the reason why these guys are putting up these things is just to confuse people, okay, concerning this fire outbreak. They just want to make up news concerning this fire outbreak, and that is why, as a Christian, you need to be careful of the media houses. And if you are in the media houses and you are also applauding these guys and pushing their work forward, their demonic agendas forward, I will urge you to, step back, all right? Just step down, because this is not nice. Spreading false lies and several news, all right? Okay, so let's listen to the man of God, Prophet Uebert, and then I'll be right back.
Biden administration would call and shout at us and tell us to drop what we were saying and to censor and remove information. Now he realizes Trump is back. His conscience kicked in. Let me give you something you don't want to hear. Propaganda is a disease. Do you see what happened in In LA now, the fires, check it. I know you didn't check it. Check Maui. Check another city before Maui. Maui, they had already put out that they are going to put a smart city with smart roads. And what came afterwards? Fire. Bend the exact location they want to put the smart city. Do you know what happened recently? And it's still happening? They bend the same location that they earmarked for a smart city in 2028. So when they want a location, bend it. And you say when you talk like this, you talk like a fool. It's like, no, that's foolish. How can you believe such? You know, there is a precedence. 2 cities, bend, same location. They had already said smart city. Now this happens, smart city. It just so happens there is no water at the right time. It so happens that a month before the fire, all insurance companies insuring against fires, they pulled back and said they are no longer insuring. They will not renew. All of you, a month. Are you prophets? Some Uebert angel thing happening right there. How did you know? People want to renew. They say, no, we are not doing it this time. Wait a minute, last year we renewed, okay? How come we are not renewing? No. All of them. Almost all say we are not renewing. How do you know it 2 months before? Prior to it. Year 2028 is already earmarked. 3 years from now, they earmarked it for a smart city. Smart road, smart city, everything in the same location they couldn't take. And everyone who has got their house burned is like, I don't want to come back to this location. I don't know if you're getting this. That's when you realize propaganda. They say something and then they change. Then they say something as long as it serves their interest. When a liar begins to tell the truth, be careful, because that liar will go back to his normal language. This is Uebert for you. How can you be forced to lie? And you agree? I want to ask you a question. How is it possible that Biden was in power and all this war raging, Jews killing Palestinians, Palestinians killing Jews, Hamas against Israel, Israel against Hamas, and they said it was difficult to stop? Then all of a sudden, 5 days before Trump takes over, they announce that ceasefire. Yes. Oh, is it your genius that 5 days before Trump you are able to broker a deal? Where were you all this time? Puppet on a string. Is somebody moving the puppet? The strings are being moved, and what you're seeing is just the media putting out some few things there. So it's a very simple thing. People believe the Bible. No serious historian would say this Bible is not factual when it comes to history. No. They might argue on spirituality, but they won't argue on the authenticity of the document. Of any record in antiquity, this Bible contains more copies than any book. I did not say any religious book. Any. Especially the New Testament. Over 25,000 manuscripts and substrate of manuscript. Just imagine. I know what you think. What about Hinduism? From the time they received whatever they say is the original, there's no original Hindu book, just so that you know. There's no original. All are copies, just like the Bible is copies. But the copies for the Hindus is over 1,500. This is different. Now hear this. Closer to the time of the happenings, that people could have argued at the time it was being written. They could have exposed the lie and said this is a lie. They couldn't do it. Because this is true. Now I want you to see something. Are you here?
Yes, sir.
Are you here? Now, since this is true, you're using this as your litmus paper. We already know what this is. It's a historically accurate book. No changing. Here it is, so that I don't have to spend most of my time explaining some few things that I might not want to be explaining now and spend time that you need to learn about this war. I want you to mark this. This is a very powerful statement. God told me that they would try to have silence of the lamps. Where Christians, they would try to silence Christians. Not in a way that they say, you are a Christian, shut up. No. They would try to bring information that is not necessary. They're already, Pepper's telling us the truth. There is Twitter already telling us the truth. But Twitter is owned by Musk, Elon Musk, right? And as far as I'm concerned, he's not writing every day that praise the Lord Jesus Christ. He's not writing every moment. All right? So you might think you're now represented when you're still not represented. It is time where Christians own media houses to dispense the truth. And the Lord said, I will help them. He would help you spread the real news. This is what the problem. We think we are praying for BBC to say something we like. Huh? How? Why would they even help you like that? They do not ban hate speech. No, don't be lied to. No, I've been banned. They call it hate speech. No, they do not ban hate speech. They ban the speech they hate.
So you have heard what the man of God said, and I'm sure you cannot actually argue with what he's actually saying, because there are people out there and there are videos that we have seen. An example of this, just listen to this.
The first piece of advice to you is, let's take care of our mental and physical health first before we embark upon what is going to be a journey to rebuild these communities back and rebuild them better than they were when we started this fire.
Did you just hear that? So these things are planned. It was planned. All right. We don't know who really carried out these acts. Some suspected PDD and several other persons, but this was planned. It is not a climate change. It is not a conspiracy theory. It is something that is planned so that they can start building the smart cities. This is not a conspiracy theory, like I said, and this is not a climate change matter, right? It is well orchestrated by these demonic and wicked people. So thanks for watching today's video, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching, guys. God bless you.